Have you ever gone through a difficult time where it felt like it was never ending? It feels like you're in quicksand and you're stuck. You're just sinking and you can't move forward. Maybe you're in pain or you're upset or you just feel completely exhausted. I've been there. My initial reaction to uncomfortable situations or emotions is that I just want to run away. I would always find myself sinking even further because I would either be consumed thinking about everything that's going wrong, or I would be desperately trying to avoid it. When we're faced with painful experiences, it's easy to get frustrated, to feel overwhelmed, to lose hope. I was recently reading Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell, and there was something he wrote that really struck a chord with me. Your past hurts can make you better or bitter. It may be a tough pill to swallow, but I found myself agreeing. You can get upset and lose faith in yourself with each past hurt you encounter. Or you can see adversity as an opportunity to grow. Something that I've learned to ask myself as I'm going through a tough time is what I can learn from this experience. Now, this isn't the same as saying that everything happens for a reason. I don't believe every single thing happens to us for a reason. Some events happen due to our own actions, but there are other events outside of our control, like, say, losing a loved one to an illness, that are not due to our own actions. Even if you don't believe things happen for a reason, you can still find meaning and learning from adversity. I think the periods in my life that I've grown the most were in times where I was struggling. I'll share a recent example with you. This year, my panic attacks skyrocketed. After my mom ended up in the hospital unexpectedly, I kept getting panic attacks almost every day. It got to the point where I barely left my house because I was so scared that I'd end up having a panic attack in public. It affected my sleep. I was going days of sleeping only 3 to 5 hours a night. It was like my body was stuck in fight or flight mode and I couldn't relax. This went on for over 2 months. Those 2 to 3 months felt like an eternity. I remember being filled with fear. What if this never goes away? What if I keep getting worse? When will I feel like myself again? But in the midst of that fear was resilience and a desire to get myself out of the pain. It motivated me to do something, to finally start understanding more about my feelings of anxiety and why they can get so overwhelming sometimes. So I pushed myself outside of my comfort zone and started doing things to help understand anxiety better. I started going to acupuncture, which I never thought I would do because I am freaked out by needles and syringes. I finally started meditating more consistently in order to learn to let go of my anxious thoughts. I finally went to see a psychiatrist and a talk therapist in order to officially get diagnosed with panic disorder, something I feel I avoided for a long time because of not wanting to admit to myself that I did not have anxiety under control. Despite feeling hopeless and having barely any energy, because, like I said, I was barely sleeping, I still pushed through it, and I forced myself to do whatever I could to get better. It took time, but I did it. And while I wouldn't have chosen to go through this experience, I am also grateful for it. I learned so much about myself and got to experience so many new things due to the panic attacks I went through this year. The biggest lesson I learned was that you can't run away from discomfort or pain. The more you ignore it or run away, the stronger it gets. You have to sit with it. It sucks. It's not fun. However, I learned to sit with my discomfort from feeling anxiety. My panic attacks also showed me that I can overcome hard things. And guess what? If it wasn't for my panic attacks, I would have never had the courage to try out a new hobby, which was rock climbing. Guys, I'm scared of heights. If you would have asked me last year, Natassia, want to go indoor rock climbing with me? I would say, absolutely not. But you know what? My panic attacks showed me that I can overcome hard things and that I am resilient. So I tried rock climbing and I fell in love, despite my fear of heights. It was only on my third time going that I was able to reach the top. And while I was terrified about being up so high, I kept reminding myself to sit with the discomfort and realize that I was safe. So reaching the top wasn't only a win for me in the sense that I physically challenged myself. It was proof that I can break through the negative thoughts and self-limiting beliefs in my head, just like I had to do with anxiety. What can I learn from this experience? What is this trying to teach me? I know it seems hard. Going through something that's sad or uncomfortable or painful is not something any of us really want to experience. Who would choose pain over pleasure? However, it's in these tough moments where we can learn a lot about ourselves and reconnect with our inner selves. Every time I've gone through something rough, I've always come out of it knowing myself a little better. I also come out with more faith in myself. Through the pain and the fear, I learned to trust myself more. So, my friend, don't shy away from the discomfort. Feel what you need to feel. However, look to see what this experience may be able to teach you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video made you feel a little less alone. If you enjoyed this video, I post videos about self-love and fashion every week, so you can go check out more of these videos on my channel as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you.